Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Friday night disaster stream. Tonight, we're going to play us some retro Steam games. Retro Steam. Now, you're probably asking yourself, this sounds lame. Well, it's not lame. It's the best thing you've ever seen. Because what I've done here is I went through my collection of Steam stuff and picked out some stuff that will appeal to the retro fan in you. And some remakes, some new stuff that has a retro feel, and some stuff that features retro characters. And the first thing we're going to try tonight, I think we're going to try a little something. One of the great things about being one of the Amigos is I get to learn about all different games on all different systems. And there's a game I learned about on the ZX Spectrum that was so good. And so we're going to play it, man. And you know what it is, right? It's freaking Chaos Reborn, brother. Chaos Reborn. This is a great game that me and my boy play. If you haven't played Chaos on the ZX Spectrum, holy smokes. Are you kidding me? This thing's double awesome, brother. And we have a great time playing it. And so I'm going to have a game of this right here. We will get the AI in here to play that guy. I will play me. I am Dad, by the way. You can see who's been playing this. Anybody in here familiar with the old, with this particular game? Thank you, Mitsuyama. Thank you very much, sir. So, Chaos it seems complex, but it's not. I mean, I don't know, kind of is. So you're battling other wizards. In the original version, it was as rudimentary graphics as you've ever seen. However, this version they've spiced it up. This was worked on by the original. Well, I know you have pics. This worked on by the original guy that did the original game. So you'll see at the bottom of the screen here is a list of spells. You cast these spells to create the creatures that are going to defend you, among other things. And this is the percentage chance that you actually can get that to work. Now, you're not necessarily married to the percentage chance because you could also cheat. But we'll start off with an easy one here. We're gonna go with Rat Pack, and we've got to let's see here. I think I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna move first here. So we're gonna move down here, and then we're gonna cast Rat Pack. Rat Pack gives you 3 rats. Now, this is the brilliance of this game. You can cast this and take your chances at a 90% chance. Or you can just lie and cast an illusion. This will work fine until someone uses this disbelief on what you've cast. And when they do that, they all disappear. So we're going to cast these guys for real. I think we can get them. Oh, and we failed. It's not a good start. So we end our turn, and we'll watch the computer play here. You know, I'm not really the kind of guy that plays this sort of game, as you guys know. Julian, yes, Mitsuyama, I think you've got it. These sorts of games are not my cup of tea, but man, I loved Chaos, and it wasn't the easiest game to learn on the Spectrum. The interface is not the best, but I learned it, and my boy and me got it for our phones, and so we played the original Chaos quite a bit on the phones. And when this came out, when we heard about this, I was all over it. Okay, so we dropped the ball in that first spell. The one thing you don't want to do with your wizard is just stagger into combat like an idiot. You'll get mauled. We don't have a lot of options here. So, man, we're going to try what we're going to try to do. We're going to cast Spider, but we're going to lie about it, okay? So we guaranteedly get it. Now, we're okay as long as no one disbelieves the Spider is real. If they do, then we're boned. He's got good distance here, so we're going to move him over. Oh, that's right. I don't think I can move him yet. Yeah, I can't. I just did him. So we'll end our... Oh, well, no, maybe we can move him. Let me see here. I don't know why he won't move. That's strange. Oh, I didn't move. I know what it is. It's saying I can move. I'm not going to move. I'm going to go right back up here. Okay, that's what it was. When you cast him, you don't get to move that round. By the way, this has, of course, it's got multiplayer, and it's got an online multiplayer. So I would love to get together with some people if anybody ever wants to give this a whirl on Steam. And it can be bought for a song. I mean, it's real cheap. Yeah, JavaSoft. Listen, if you haven't played this, man, you should really give this a shot. It absolutely... It's not one of those games that sort of captures the spirit of the original. I mean, it's very similar. It's very similar to the original. So we can move him to here. We'll move him there. Okay, now let's see what we can... Let's see what we get. We got a lion here. We can put the lion down. Because there's a lot of rats over here. Let's see if we can get this guy to work. There he is. So that's a real lion. So we got that going for us. And we're not going to move the wizard. So we're going to... Those rats make me nervous, though. Your goal in this is just total destruction over everyone else. My son is a real good hand at this game, too. I mean, he's tough. Which makes me infinitely happy. I can't tell you what it does. I mean, this is going to sound stupid. Maybe, I mean, you guys know me, a lot of you, but I take great pleasure in the fact that my kid enjoys a game that was released in the early 80s on a British computer that he's never seen. It makes me so happy because he likes this and he likes the original. So it's just, I love that. It's one of the joys of doing this, for, you know, the good parts of it. I've got to introduce him to a lot of like retro stuff and stuff he never would have played. Okay, here comes that rat. He's begging to get slaughtered here in a second, too. Yeah, I thought we'd be seeing these guys. So I need to do something here to get these suckers off my butt. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jack this guy up. That's right. We're going to engage. Okay, so that once you engage in combat, you can't move anymore. Now, we're going to take a look up here to our spider. He's got some options, and we're going to stay back here because I think I can take out Mystico without too much trouble next round. Now we need to think about summoning something, and we're going to summon a goblins, 100% goblins, just with the ticket the doctor ordered here for these other guys because we'll cast him for real because we can't fail. And so this guy will help keep these rats off of me, and then we can end our turn. We're not going to move our wizard. You can actually kind of skip through these if you want, but it helps to watch them so you can see what's happening. Yeah, I've heard that, Pix. I've heard that. Have you played them, Pix, online? You know, as long as I've had this game, I've never played an online game of it. So, there you go. Oh, man. That was a good play by that guy. So, Mystico casts Gooey Blob. Gooey Blob's a real pain in the butt because you're going to have to hack through it. And it also multiplies. So, they just killed Merlin. He's gone. So, all his beings will disappear. And the Luke Wizard is going crazy over here. He's casting everything that moves. He just cast an archer. Ha ha! I love it. So let's see what we can do with this spider. They've gooed him. So he's in a rough spot. He really is effectively unusable at this point. So that was a real bummer. So we're going to have to kill these guys. And so we did that so we can move him down here. And so we can kill this guy. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, I guess because he's engaged. That's strange. There we go. I was just clicking it wrong. So we just took out the last rat. Now let's see what we can summon here. I need something awesome. Hellhounds. Those things are great. Let's get those things. Let's get that going. Let's give it a whirl here at 66%. All right. That's great. That'll help. And we're ready to end our turn here. This game's a little bit, it's not the same type of game, but it's sort of in the same ballpark as what we played on Amigos tonight, which was Warlords. And it's not, it doesn't play the same or have the same rules, but it's just complicated enough for you to understand and have fun without it being super duper complicated. Now when you play like a campaign version or something like this, it really changes. By the way, the archer just shot me, and that's bad for me, because my guy's not very tough. So that means I'm going to be getting my wizard out of the archer's way. Now, Luke has moved very close to me. I might be able to shoot him with something if I've got anything down here. But the problem is I don't have a whole lot of stuff down here that could do damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to take out this lion. Yeah, I didn't think that'd work. Lion's tough. You know, I'm going to get the heck out of here. Let's see what I can do here. I don't have a lot of good options in terms of things I can cast that are massively awesome. This guy here scares me. You got to be careful too. You would think, hey, I'm just going to summon this huge thing and lie. But the computer's not an idiot. He's not just going to let you summon crap and not call you on it. You know? And so it makes it irritating. So we're going to try to head this guy up the pass. That archer still got me in range, though, and that's going to be a problem. I don't think I can move this guy yet. Oh, I can. Okay. So now he's just going to try to take out the blob over there. Oh, I can move this guy as well. Okay, we'll move him down here. Who have I not moved? He can't move yet. Oh, he can move. We'll move him here. There we go. And we just got... Now that I can use. So the next round, I'm going to try to take a pot shot at either that archer or the other wizard. Something else you can do, just like in the original, is you can summon mounts for your wizard and actually ride the mounts around, which is pretty cool. Oh, look at that mess. My son is a big fan of the blob. He casts that almost every time he can. Well, I'm out. Unfortunately, I just got taken care of. So we might as well see what happens here. That's irritating to get knocked out that early. Let me tell you, Java, they didn't just put good graphics in this thing for the sake of it. I mean, they actually enhanced a lot of the... They did a lot of things that make your life easier in gameplay. And I think there are multiple ways you can view the board, too, as I recall. So you may even be able to go back to the original view. It's quite good. What's up, Picard? Make it so, brother. We'll just kind of see these guys fight it out to see who wins. See that? That's a great mount that Mystico's got there. There goes the goo. Oh, Mystico lost his mount. Something else about the mount that's great is that when you get attacked, the mount takes all the damage until it's gone. So, yeah, that's my face I made. This game, I would love to play this with like, multiple people, like 6 people. It'd be awesome. There goes Mystico. I knew once they took his mount out, he was in big trouble. Gandalf has a mount as well. I would not be surprised if Luke wins this. He's got a good setup over here. And Magic Bill's looking pretty solid, too. Oh, man. The rules of engagement are exactly like they were in the original game as well. I mean, with the exception of adding upward hexes. I mean, this game is, you can tell the original guy worked on it. I mean, it's a natural progression of his original game. That's what made. Listen, if someone else worked on this, I'd be less enthusiastic about it. But I mean, you can tell the same guy worked on it because it's got the same feel. He just modernized it. I don't know how well this game did when it was released. I mean, it could have been a big deal. I'm not sure, but I mean, I have to say, I was real impressed when we first bought it. It's got good music too. Well, let's see what he does here. Oh man, is that a Hydra? Yeah. It's interesting to wonder which of these things are illusions or not. Because stuff like a Hydra, it's real tough to summon those. They're real difficult to get. Oh, there's another Hydra. I think we're down to 3 wizards. Yeah, they've got 3 left here. If that Hydra gets the magic bill, he's in deep, deep trouble. They're bringing out the heavy artillery now. Yeah, Magic Bill's trying to take the Hydra out before it could do anything. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Hey, it's just like D&D, Javasoft. You gotta disbelieve that gold dragon, brother. Because if it's real, that's your ass. Oh, Magic Bill. Magic Bill just got turned to change. That's Luke and Gandalf here. Yeah, I was afraid that it's Gandalf's. He's got a Hydra. Oh, so Luke just cast himself a mount. And so did Gandalf. Good move. The problem is, it's going to take the Hydra a while to get over to where Luke's at. Luke's in a real good spot. And there goes the mount. Let's see what Gandalf's got up his sleeve here. You really need to have the mount you're on plus an extra. That way you've got that extra hit point whenever you need it. Man, Hydra battle. Oh. Oh man. Okay, the Shadow Wood. It's an obstruction. Let's see what he does here. Oh man. You also could run out of magic if you get to a certain level, which is there is a certain element of luck to the game, depending on what cards you end up picking. Because if you don't get the cards you need, you're gonna have to make do basically. Now that giant can toss, so we'll see what he does. You notice that Luke's backing Gandalf into the corner over there. Oh, it could be over. Yeah. Gandalf's in deep trouble now. This could be it right here. Oh, he took one. Gandalf took one. He's still there. Let's see if we chuck something. Yeah, I figured that. There goes the other Hydra. So Gandalf's basically boned. And there it is. End of the game right there. So my son's character won. I love it. I'm never going to tell him that. I'll never hear the end of it. So there you go. That was Chaos Reborn. I really suggest you give that one a whirl, everybody. It's a lot of fun, and I've always enjoyed that one from the second I got it. I always thought that was a great one. So next on the docket, I picked this up a couple years ago, fairly recently after it was released. And this game didn't get very much ballyhoo when it came out. And I thought, man, I'm going to play this tonight. I really enjoyed this when it came out. I thought they did a bang-up job when they released it. Let me get it centered up here. You'll probably recognize this one. Let's watch, shall we? Tell me if it's too loud or too quiet, everybody. Yeah, check it out, Jabba. It's good. I'm sure that gives it away if you didn't know what it was beforehand. It's one of my favorite quotes right there. Okay, I'll turn it up a little bit, Flag. There you go. This is Wings Remastered, everybody, if you haven't played it. I thought this was a really fun game. We'll start a new pilot. This is a new install for me, but I've played it before. I hope I get my full name in. There we go. I'll tell you what I like to put it in here. You get you some stamina going and some shooting. A little flying. Let's see if I can actually train here. Right. There we go. So, I loved Wings. I loved it so much. And so when I heard they were making a remake, I was almost sickened at the thought. I really was nervous about it. And then this came out. And I have to say, I mean, I was flabbergasted at how much I liked it. And the reason it's good is because they didn't do anything stupid. Okay? They took the original game, they put a new, quicker engine on it, a little more high definition, and they kept everything the same. I mean, everything that needed to be kept the same, they did. So this is just training. And it handles great. It handles like a champ. But I never hear anybody talking about this as like one of the great remakes. And I mean, I think this is one of the best ones because they didn't monkey with things. Okay, I should have paid attention to which button it was that dropped the bomb. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the LT. All right. So your shadow is aims at the target. So. Beautiful. So now we just join the squadron. Now, if you remember the way this played back in the day, You would have you would keep the journal for your squadron. You would write a little tidbit, and then there would be a cutscene of your plane taking off, and then you would go into whatever mini game you were going to play. This adds the actual audio to it, which is I really enjoy, actually. The actor they got was quite good.
Finally arrived at Luxelle. Couldn't ask for better quarters. Apparently this place was a spa for King Louis XV. All around us, fruit trees blossom on grassy slopes covered by blue and yellow flowers. In the distance, I can see the snow-capped Vosges Mountains, their flanks bristling with a solid mass of giant pines.
I love the details.
It's 5 AM and I'm scared.
I just think they're dandy.
In less than an hour, I'll be flying my first patrol to the front. Just imagining what it'll be like kept me up all night. Now I wish I'd got some sleep.
And so this is everything so far is exactly like the original. And there we go. It's the classic takeout scene, except it's been jazzed up. Anyone in here played this before? I'm certainly some people in here have.
My partner and I took off into a ghostly sunrise. The gnawing in my gut told me we'd soon find the Hun. Sure enough, after a nagging lull, we found a pair of worthy opponents below us. They were close enough to touch.
So here we go. Now I've turned on the targeting, but you don't have to turn it on. You can turn it off. Yeah, Ricky, this is the Rings Remastered, man. So look at that beautiful area, and look at how well how smoothly it runs. You can see all the flak. You can see a guy. Now you know how these things go. They'll shoot you. You got to lead them, man. There he is, and there he goes. Woohoo, baby! It is smooth as butter. Now, much like other games of this sort, including the other Wings, having altitude is key here. You need to. This guy's got altitude on me, so we're just gonna kind of rise up, do a turn, and there he is. That's what we wanted right there. We spin around and go after him. Look at the background. You recall playing this on the Amiga. There he goes. So long, sucker. We'll follow him down. There it is, man. Now you can, I will say, if you're a purist, understandably, you can turn off all the reading of the stuff. You can turn off the targeting, everything.
Cup of chicory masquerading as coffee.
I like the voice though; they did a good job.
To Verdun, so I'll have to eat breakfast later. Don't want to go up on a full stomach. One of the first things we learned at flight school is that gas expands at high altitudes. Don't want to make the war messier than it has to be.
I agree, Ricky. That's where having your mech level high comes into play. You can actually, that actually helps. Hey, thank you, Terry. That's awful nice of you.
The clouds opened up and left us staring into the gun sights of the enemy. One of him and two of us. The odds couldn't have been better.
I will say, I'm glad you said that, Mitsuyama, because I will say this. I don't think we have any German folks in here, but the one thing about this game, I really enjoy. I learned a lot about World War I flying from just playing this game. The little in-between parts, it kind of gives you a real nice taste of what that must have been like. But it's a happy day that we don't have that. You know, I'm glad that the Germans are friends of ours. Which pretty much that the bad thing about these games is looking back on these other countries as enemies, which we no longer do. I don't know how the people. I've seen Americans cast as the bad guy in military games and on ARG. It's a weird feeling to see it, and so I hope it doesn't make anybody uncomfortable to see this sort of thing. What's up, Steve? Thanks again, Terry. That was nice of you. So there's our boy. Now, I'll show you some tricks here. He's coming head on. He's an idiot. We're gonna spin this thing around. Oh, you sucker. Oh, the guns are... There we go. Come on. There it is. I got one on me is the problem. That's okay. I can take this sucker out, though. The targeting is very handy, but it's not needed. I don't always use it, but I thought for ease of watching, I'd turn it on. Because one thing the original Wings did that was so brilliant is it had no HUD display. All you needed to know was which way your pilot was looking. And it's a great system, and it works exactly the same in this game. Now let's take this sucker out. By the way, that flak is the real deal. It could absolutely knock you out. I don't mean Rob Flack O'Hare either. Now he's ours. Goodbye. By the way, damage and whatnot works the same way in this as it did in the original as well. Yeah. You will take us out, Flack. Oh, did you see the wing fly off that guy? That was awesome, man. Woohoo! I should mention that this can be, much like Chaos, this can be purchased for a song. A song. You can get this for. In fact, I think every game we play tonight will be incredibly cheap. I think I own this game already, but I didn't have it on this account, so I went over to GTA and got it. I think I paid $1.91. So, and it's worth that big time. Listen, Steve, if you're a fan of the original, I'm trying to get to another, like a strafing or a bombing here. If you're a fan of the original, this is a must buy. I mean, I'm not lying. And trust me, I love the original.
Their synchronized machine guns. I'm glad we have our Vickers, but we need to start shooting more accurately, or our trigger fingers will soon be little more than mincemeat. Speaking of mincemeat,
this is the remaster, Ricky. Yes, this is actually Steam, Retro Steam tonight. If you just tuned in, you missed the Chaos Reborn. Right now we're playing Wings Remastered, and we've got a few more on deck that I think you might get a kick out of. We'll try one more here. I was hoping I could get to a bombing or by the way, these scenes totally skippable if you don't like them. Look at this. Look at that. Hell yeah. Here we go.
For an equal matchup, I took my place as leader of our formation. The boys were depending on me.
Yep, I've got that on here, Ricky, as well. We'll give that one a whirl. So here we go. This is an even fight with probably normal or evenly matched opponents here. Really, right here, it's a good idea to get some altitude on them. You want to go in high. Here they come, and we just peel off and go to work. We'll let him go. There's our guy. Oh, we got one on us. We got one on us. Go, go, go. The engine in this game is top shelf. I mean, they did a great job. It doesn't have to be super complicated. Goodbye. Let's see if we can peel one of these suckers off my butt. He's pretty far out. I'll have to go to the other one. Oh, now he's on our buddy. We can't let that happen. He's in deep trouble now. There he goes. Let's see if we can catch this last guy. Looks like he's coming up. There he is. He's pretty far out there. He's got a guy on him, too. You can absolutely shoot your buddy down in these. You don't want to do that if you don't. Hey, Brock. What's going on, man? Hey, Soup. What's going on, dude? Glad to see you guys in tonight. Hey, in case you didn't catch it earlier, I would be very, very appreciative if you could add our new channel to your subscriptions on YouTube. Just go and look for Amigo Stream Team. 3 words. Cool, Brock. And that's 3 of them down. And there it is. So that right there, guys, that's a little bit of the old Wings Remastered. I really, honestly, I can't tell you how much I enjoy this game. They did a great job remastering this. And it's one I highly recommend for you to pick up. It sort of went under the radar. I think it's been out for probably 6 years. You know, it's been out for a while. So I would give this one a shot. It's good stuff. Okay, well, since people asked for it, and I've got it, what the heck, let's go ahead and do it. They released this game years and years ago, 2013. It's funny how these retro games that were remastered are now becoming retro. Hey, what's up, Dave? What's going on, dude? Good crowd tonight. I'm glad. Thanks for turning out, guys. So this is a game that's called Superfrog HD. Superfrog HD. I really should have let that run, shouldn't I? I feel bad now that I stopped that. But c'est la vie. So we'll just play. I think I've got the joystick set up correctly here. This is, you know how much Boat loves this game. What's up? Hello Mundus. Cool name, dude. Let's see here. So, if you're familiar with Superfrog, this is a very similar setup, but obviously they have spiced it up ad nauseum, which is a good thing. You know, I have a mixed feelings about Superfrog. It's got a lot of character in it. There's no doubt about that, but there's a lot of stuff in it that I don't like, you know, and so it's a mixed bag. I'd say I haven't played this for quite a while. I'm trying to get familiar with the controls again. I will say it's beautiful. They've done a great job on the remaster. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Look at how awesome Superfrog looks. The backgrounds, it's very cartoony. It's so fast, it's very Sonic-y in a way. I mean, it's more Sonic-y than the original, that's for darn sure. Great soundtrack. Shoot, I missed some of that. Hey, thank you, dude. I'm not known for my pronunciation skills. I'm not gonna lie to you. So okay, so let's see if I'd like to at least get to the first couple levels here. Let's see if we can get that potion. Not easy. It's funny how. There it is. I mean, you can see this is not an exact duplicate of the original, even in the levels. I like the team that did this. I kind of wish they would remaster a few other Amiga classics. Because, I mean, this actually plays real well. I could see maybe Zool, for example, which is not... That's another one of the ones that Boat perennially beats down. But it's actually... I like the character in it. I mean, he represents a ant-like race. I'll grant you that's kind of stupid. But if you did a little extra to it, you might get something. Is that a pickup? No. Okay, so... Let's see here. Oh, shoot. Duh. See that? Those guys blend in with the... They blend in with the, see, I've got the glider ability. Look how fast he is, though. It's amazingly fast. The thing is, you've got to have, just because you have the ability to have a fast character, you need to actually have the ability to plan your levels accordingly. That's one of the problems that this thing has. The original in particular. Okay, here we go. Haha, is that so, Soup? Soup, you got away with words, my friend. Whoa! Let's see if we can get that stash of goodies up there. That looks like some good stuff. There we go. Like, look at all the pickups in this. It's just ludicrous, the amount of stuff there is. Yeah, screw you, B. I hate you guys. Let's see if we can figure out how to get up here. Anybody in here pick this one up? Does anybody remember this one when it came out? I mean, like I said, it's almost 10 years since this came out. It's amazing to me. By the way, this could be had for practically nothing. I think it was like 92 cents. You know, it was real cheap. No, yeah, absolutely not. There are a bunch of differences. Look at the backgrounds. Of course, it's funny. The funny thing about it is, if you play this on the Amiga, like, this is beautiful. It's got great sound. It's got the parallax scrolling. But, I mean, it's not entirely different. I mean, the Amiga... Yeah, there you go. I figured you might have it, man. The Amiga version of this is, I mean, if you think about how old the Amiga... This is a computer from 85. And really, it's not like this thing crushes it, is my point. There we go. We're out. Let's try another level. We'll do one more. Oh, here we go. Jack squat. Get me out of here. It sort of reminds me of what they ended up doing with Worms. This kind of art style and whatnot. It's not entirely different. Of course, I wouldn't call it... Really, the Worms never stopped evolving, as it were. Our biggest problem with this game was just too many... It's just too much pickups. Too many. You know, it's overwhelming amounts. Because if you're like... I don't know how it is everywhere, but like, I want to pick up all the pickups. And, I mean, you would have to meticulously go through the levels. Like, what's the point of that, by the way? You have to meticulously go through these levels trying to find all this stuff. I mean, does it add to the replay value? I guess, if that's your bag, but it's not my bag, so I don't care enough to bother. Whoops, ouch. That's cute. Nice animation there. I didn't know there was a flashback remake, I'll be honest with you. That's a new one to me. That's gutsy. That's a gutsy... You say it wasn't very good? Because that... I don't think I'd have the jack to try to remake that. Because that was a pretty good looking game from Jump Street. It didn't really need to be remade. There we go. Oh, shoot. That was dumb. There we go. Those guys should be easier to kill. I hate having to do it twice. Oh, B attack. You suckers. Again, that's pointless. I'd bet my butt that frogs can eat bees in real life. I would not be surprised. It's hard to believe it. Or those little freaky blue things. Those things are so cute. Who are they going to hurt? You know, this thing can go as fast as Sonic, but the way the levels are made, it doesn't behoove you to haul a bunch of ass through these things. I will say I'm having much better success on this than I ever did on the original. Not that great. There we go. Oh my god. Pay window. Look at that. Not bad, eh? The exit should be right up here somewhere. Let's just go as fast as we can for as long as we can, see what happens. Look at this. Ha ha ha! Like all those pickups, it's just insane. They didn't change that from the original, that's for darn sure. There you go. So, we will leave it there. That is so, well, heck, we'll do this. Huh. All right, we're going to leave it there on that one. A fun game, though. I recommend it. I've always enjoyed it. That's why I kept it around. But it's not what I play every day. I'll be honest with you. So, moving down the line. Turnerian, I like that. That's cool. Hey, Delamorte, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Yeah, yeah. And by the way, Schwartz is a genius. A genius. I'm a big fan. A big fan he is. So, I guess while we're on a roll here. Now, this is a little bit outside the norm this time around. But I'm gonna put it in. And this is not based on an Amiga game. You know, I've always been a fan. You guys know I'm a big wrestling fan. And I've always been a fan of WrestleFest, the arcade classic. That never got a proper home port. Not even close. But what they did do was a game called what is the name of this stupid game? Retromania. Should have known that. And Retromania, a pretty fun game. I will say it's kind of disappointing. We won't stick around on this for too long, but we'll give it a shot. This is a retro wrestling game in the tradition of a game like WrestleFest. So we'll just do a battle royal here. I'll pick a guy here. You can see the roster of characters here. I know a lot of you probably aren't wrestling fans, but very few of you would probably know who these guys are. The Road Warriors, Nikita Koloff, which was he was a big deal when I was a kid. You've got guys from the ECW back in the day. These two guys were in WWF for a while. This guy's is in New Japan Pro Wrestling. This guy's an indie guy. This guy's an AEW. This is an old school Memphis wrestler. This guy's in Japan, and this is an old ECW guy. So I'm just gonna. There's not a huge roster here. We will pick. I'll pick Nikita Koloff here, and then we'll get it going. Oops, wrong way. Wrong button. Oops. Come on. Let's see what I'm supposed to do here. X. Alright. 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 Well, if I get the game started, we'll be laughing. Here we go. Now, one thing I like about this is that you could pick from any of the cheesiest places you want to have the fight. So we will go with... let's go with the Ballroom. This is a remake of the Hammerstein Ballroom, which I believe is in New York. This game is real simple. It only uses a few buttons. This game is tough to understand at first. So this what we're playing here is it's called a Royal Rumble, and basically a new guy enters every so often. It's like a Royal Rumble or a Battle Royal. No Butterbean. Unfortunately, Butterbean's wrestling career wasn't that. It didn't wrestle that much. Really, only 1 or 2 matches his whole career. Much like in WrestleFest, you can actually pin guys in this version of the game. In fact, they've pretty much ripped off WrestleFest in its entirety. Oh. This guy here, the Nikita Koloff, the guy I'm playing, the Russian Nightmare. As a kid, I used to go to matches. And I was scared to death of this guy because he's from Russia. He was a big maniac. At the time, I didn't realize he was actually from like Arizona or New Mexico or something, and he trained in Minnesota. But He was scared me because he was so big and evil. Uh-oh. Oh! This is out on the Switch now, by the way, if anyone's interested. I'm getting pummeled here. I will say the roster that they picked in this is real weak. It's one of the worst. That's one of the biggest problems this game's got. It's just it's got. I mean, if you're a wrestling fan, it's such a weak roster. I will say this has This has like 8 simultaneous players. It would be awesome if you could play this on the net. I heard that they're working on it, but the last I heard, that was not something you could do at this point. Oh! Yeah, man. Rest in peace. I agree. Unfortunately, he led a real harsh life. This isn't good. That's a guy you don't want to mess with. What you want to do is, you'll see guys fall in a catty-cornered sort of way, and that means they're real hurt. And that's when you can really take advantage of them. I've got to say, though, since we're recommending or not recommending games, I was disappointed in this one. They didn't use the original, like, stylings of WrestleFest, which is really what people wanted. They tried their own thing, and it didn't work. And so this is a game. Unfortunately, I just don't play all that much. But I thought it'd be neat to show here if you're into this sort of thing. Have a good night, Mitts. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. This stream will be available in the morning on our Amigo stream team. If you want to catch the end of it, feel free to pop in there and check it out. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm out. That's into me. I don't know how many people we got left here. We'll watch it for a minute and see if anything interesting happens. This guy here is indie-rific. I mean, unbelievable. There's a lot of... I mean, there's guys in this that were, like, never really that big a deal. It's very odd. I guess a lot of the wrestlers' contracts were, were picked up by bigger promotions and stuff. But I mean, you've got some real low-end guys, and how they ended up getting the Road Warriors license is amazing. And of course, the Road Warriors are in WrestleFest. I think Tommy Dreamer may be the last guy. Yeah, he is. So this is, and this game moves fast. Yeah, well, oh, Rob, here's the thing. Well, again, everything is tied up in copyright these days, and so what they, but I mean, I thought they chose poorly. I think they could have done a better job with the roster, but also they didn't pay anything, so that's probably part of it. A lot of these guys worked for practically nothing. And some of these guys, like Johnny Nitro, or a few of these other guys, they were in between gigs at the time. So they're just like, yeah, sure, we'll sign anything. We don't care. And, of course, the Road Warriors have both passed away. So, all right, we're down to our last 4 here. We'll see who wins it. You've got Road Warrior Animal. You've got Tommy Dreamer. You've got Big Stevie Cool, Stevie Richards. And you've got the Indie-rific Warrior there. That's probably the end of Stevie. I'd say he's gone. Nope. But you can also see the action, it can't be followed. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Soup. They weren't playable, though, so at least you can play them now. Although there was a hack to make them playable. If you knew how to do it. Through emulation, of course. Let's see if that's the end of Big Stevie. Yep, he's out. So that's Stevie gone. These two ring announcers are the two commentators are from formerly of Ring of Honor. I'm not sure if they still work there or not. After listening to your last show, Flack, I believe you. The music you listen to is the heaviest of the heavy. And it was funny to hear that. It was funny to listen to that because I enjoyed it so much. But our musical tastes, it's funny that I knew so many of the bands because my friends loved stuff like Corrosion of Conformity, but I never liked them. Or Danzig's old stuff, or the Misfits. Like, I never liked any of those guys. But my friends loved them, so I was exposed to them a lot. So at least I had, for the most part, I knew who you were talking about, except for the Oil Filter and stuff, but I knew those from your previous shows. There were a few bands in there I hadn't heard of, but they were super obscure. Even you admitted that. So we're down to Dreamer and Road Warrior Animal. I don't like Dreamer's chances. Oh, man, choke slam, belly flop, another belly flop, and that's the end of that. Yes, sir, and that's it. So that right there is Retromania. If that's your bag, it's available for a surprising price on Steam. And by surprising, I mean surprisingly expensive. If you want the truth, I don't necessarily recommend that one, but if that's your bag, I mean, whatever, man. So this one's a little bit out of bounds. I'll admit that, but I bought this. Hey, what's up, the Sneak? What's going on, man? We're playing a little retro Steam action. This is a game that I knew from playing on the Amiga back in the day. And so when this came out, I was like, what is this crap? I was ready to pan it, and it turns out it's actually good. And so I wanted to put it over and give it a little bit of a play here. And that is from the gang over at Havoc. It's the Giana Sisters, Twisted Dreams. No one talks about this one anymore, but it's pretty old at this point. I was really impressed with this game. I thought it was really fun. And I thought, it's amazing to me that the great Giana Sisters could actually star in something that was not only original, but actually made them much cooler. And they sort of made their own lore up about it. And I love the art, the animation style in this. This one's several years old. And when it was released, I doubt they thought there was many legs, but it ended up they released a couple sequels to this. There's at least one sequel, and then there's an Endless Runner as well. We're going to start from the beginning here. You can tell I've played this a little bit. Oh, the art's great. Again, this can be bought for practically nothing. I think it was like $1.82. You could pick this up. The good thing about these, Steam's getting to the point now where there's a retro game community just on Steam. Now, the gimmick in this game, which is interesting, is that you can actually switch between the sisters, and when you do it, it switches from like the light side to the dark side. And I mean, I don't know how original it is, but I thought it was really neat. And I always thought it was a cool idea. I'm sure it's been done to death. I know it has, but at the time I hadn't seen it done. And you've got your checkpoints. See that box right there? That's a checkpoint. Now, if you played Giana on the Amiga, you'll know that it was basically a clone of Mario Brothers, and not a good one. I always wonder why people like that game so much, because I thought it was crap, if I'm honest. I mean, I thought it was a real poor effort. I mean, I guess you could say it was the best the Amiga could do, but I don't agree. Especially since I'm seeing Flack play the Commodore 64 version of Amiga of Mario Brothers, and it looks awesome. So that tells me the Amiga could have done one at least that good. Of course, at the time, it just wasn't there. Oh, look at this. Look how nice this is. And this is an older game. Oh, shit. What a jerk. Look, he's begging you to kick his tail. So you see what the sign says right there? It wants you to switch over. And so that's what we did. And see, you notice there, I'm going to go back here for a second. When I switched over, see, this is the light. Listen to the music. Look at the the way the land looks. Now we're switching over. And now you've got the dark girl. And so she'll be able to go places that the light girl can't, you see. So if we switch here, you see now she can get through. A very interesting concept. It reminds me sort of the like, see, I can't get those. Watch. Now I can. I'm sure the people that have played this are just like, you're an idiot. But for people that haven't seen it, it's kind of a neat concept. It reminds me of that, what's that very famous shooting game where it's black and white and you pick this color of your ship and you're immune to those bullets? It's sort of along those lines. They kind of... You can see the demon there. Like, they can't hurt the girls in a certain form. Plus, since you switch on the fly, it gives you... It really changes the way the gameplay is quite a bit. By the way, the music for this is great. And the way the music changes on the fly is, I think, I always thought was really neat. We'll try to get those last diamonds here. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. There we go. I'm using that's my concentration brain for a second there. I love the guitar in this. I don't know how they got to do the music for this thing, but it's awesome. So what you gotta do here, obviously, is get up here before they close. See, the nice girl doesn't have the real driving guitar, and the dark girl does. Gotta be quick here. There we go. Yeah. What's up, Dryer Lint? What's going on in West Virginia? I sat through my kids' baseball practice in 40-degree weather with a 20-degree wind chill. That's what's going on. But I got a little something here to warm me up, brother. You know what I mean? Let's do one more, guys, if you're up for it. You really should try it, Flack. You should give it a whirl. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's very clever. Now, I'm not... Listen, if I was one of the guys from Pixel Gaiden, where they've played a lot more of these more modern games than I have. Let's see here. Watch this. There it is. Here we go. I will say there's another thing that I liked about this game. And what I liked about it was, I expected literally nothing. I expected this to be another crap game. I figured they would just, wow, how do I make that jump? Oh, I made the fireball up there. I expected it to be crap. I didn't have any, that's what I gotta do. I gotta jump it. Alright, we'll try it again. Gosh, that's a long jump. Oh, I see. I got it. I think I got it this time. There we go. Pay window. It keeps it fresh. And I love how the music shifts in and out. I just think that's awesome. You gotta, and I mean, like I said, the music of this is the bomb. Got a little Euro dance trash mixed in. Check this out. This is cool. I can pull it off. There it is. Ha 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 ha. I love it. Yeah, I'm not falling for that one. You can see all the different play elements that they've got staged up here. Haha. I saw that a Moonstone documentary that Kim Justice just did, and you're telling me that they're doing an HD remake of Moonstone? Holy smokes! I want to be a part of that, brother. Thanks for the tip. Because that game's awesome. I like how you spin these on the fly. There we go. Oh man, I don't think I got that kind of guts. See if I can get up there and then do that. There it is. There it is. Look at that. Bam! Oh, shoot. Soup, you got me all fired up. What did you make, Sneak? Give yourself some free advertising, man. Tell the folks. I'm not an RPG guy, but I know a lot of people who are. So that right there, by the way, was your old-fashioned Giana Sisters. So please, I think that's another good one. I think you'd get a kick out of it. You know, to give that one a shot if you get a chance, if you feel so inclined. I thought it was a fun game. Let me cat-powered UFO. Ha ha! That's a hell of a name, pal. I'll give you that. Ha ha ha. Good Lord. Oh, yes. The word Owl pinball machine costs about $1 million, unfortunately. Okay, so let's see. We got time for maybe one more here. I'm looking over my list of what I've got. I went through most of these pretty much. You know, let's go a little bit outside the box here. Yeah, man. Shoot me over. I'll have a look at it. My email is argpresents@mail.com. If you want to shoot it over, we'll have a look at it. I bought this for ARG. Now, this is a new game for an old machine. This is for the Megadrive. If you're in the Megadrive, you're in your Megadrive, then you might get a kick out of this one. I thought it was pretty good. It's not that new now, but it just came out, I think, late last year. And this one's called Demons of Asteborg. Anybody played this one? You can get this on Steam. And the funny thing is, let me move this, center this up a little bit here. The funny thing about it is, this one is, when you buy the Steam game, you can actually get the ROM is part of the download. So when you actually download the game, you can effectively have the ROM to play on your various systems. They sell the ROM outright as well, if that's your cup of tea. Let's go ahead and make this a little more centered. There we go. I was pretty impressed with this. The graphics look nice. I think it's a good looking game. The music's good. I haven't played it for a while, but I'll reacquaint myself while we have a look at it here. This is available on Steam, though. All this stuff is. I don't recall the price for this one, but I don't remember it being too bad. And you can see right here, you've got your... The good thing about having it on Steam, you've got the normal settings here. Let's see what the gamepad settings are. Up, down, up, shoot, screwed up, down, left. Let's see here. A, B, C, start. There you go. Well, there you go. Just your basic 3-button Genesis controller. I guess I should have figured that since this plays on the Genesis. This one is called Demons of Asteborg. A-S-T-E-B-O-R-G. This came out, and listen, again, I'm not at Pixel Gaiden, but I thought this would have gotten more fanfare than it did, if I'm honest. I thought this was a real good game. This is your, I guess, what do they call these? Metroidvania type game. So there you go. Just classic stuff there. You know, no big deal. Thank you, Sneak. I'll have a look at it, man, and maybe we'll play it on stream sometime, man. Thank you. I like indie developers, man. I hope you do well with it. I like the name. $17.99, Flack. Let me ask you, Flack. Yeah, see what the ROM costs, because you don't actually have to have the game if you just want to play the ROM. And I can tell you that you can put this on your EverDrive. And you can see it's got the classic. Yeah, the graphics on this are real good. It's got the ability to jump off the walls. I should mention also the music in this is really good. Hey, no problem, dude. Thanks for coming in to check me out tonight, Sneak. And by the way, if you will be so kind, hop over to Amigos Stream Team, 3 words, and give us a sub. That'd be great. If anyone here didn't catch that earlier, we're starting a new streaming channel. Myself, Jack Flack, who's in, also Frodo, and all of our streams are going to be on that channel from here on out. It's going to be a lot more activity on this channel, and it's the Amigos Stream Team. So if you haven't subscribed to it, man, get in there and subscribe to it. There'll be a lot of stuff going on. This stream will be up on there tonight. Rob's got a couple up there already. We're going to really crank out a lot of content. It should be a lot of fun if you're into just kicking back, throwing a stream on while you're hanging out the pad or whatever. This game has a lot of, like, it's a puzzle type game. And so you've got to learn how that stuff goes. I'm going to try to remember how it goes. It's a YouTube channel. Yeah, man. Now, getting that drawbridge down is a big deal. So we're going to have to get into it here. You know, also it's a flip screen. Pretty interesting. You don't see that often. There we go. Now, this is where things get interesting. Here's your dead... This guy... thank you, Sneak. This is YouTube, Buck. Hi, Buck. By the way, I didn't see you in here, man. Thank you, Sneak. I appreciate that. So this guy wants you to go take care of his business. By the way, this is really hard, this part. So don't expect miracles. And I haven't done it for a while, and it was not easy to begin with. Let me get up. There we go. You'll see why here in a minute. The guys that put this game together were very clever, I will say that. Not good. Oh, I screwed up big time. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, man. I've had nightmares about this one. Oh! Here we go again. This may be all you see of Demons of Asteborg. Oh, shoot. I got it this time. Ah! Dadgummit. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna get it this time, I promise. You know, my memory's horrible, so when I remember how frustrating something is, you know it's hard. You idiot, get out of here. You notice that the pickups are gone now. You notice that the trap has already been sprung down here. Here we go. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I screwed up. I screwed up. I was supposed to stay on top of that thing. I'll get it this time, though. I told you. Yeah. Huh? Mmm. So hard. You may have heard that I'm a big Lionheart fan. So this is sort of in my... Oh, God! It's sort of in my wheelhouse. I don't think we can go back to him yet, but I'll try it. No, we can't. See, remember, we couldn't get across these ledges earlier. Now we can. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is tough, too. This game's not easy, man. I'm bold. I got that right. There we go. Normally, this is not my kind of game. In terms of, because I don't have the, I'm not good enough. If I'm honest. You can see the way it works. I know there's a group of people up there. This is right up their alley. I remember having to run through this real quick. I don't remember why, and so I'm just go ahead and kill that guy. I think I've got to fight a guy in here that's really tough. And I remember needing all my hit points to fight him. So yeah, there he is. That's not the toughest guy. There's a tougher one coming. Okay. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's what. I'm gonna remember not to do that. All right, here we go. I like the fact that it doesn't make you go all the way through again. Oh, dude, I know. This is the biggest. I believe I read it. This is the biggest Genesis cartridge ever released. I mean, obviously, it's not been released back in the heyday. That jump right there is incredibly hard. It's funny that I made it the first time with little to no trouble, but now that I remember it. Look at the backgrounds, by the way. Just beautiful back there. Dadgummit. There you go. Well, suck. Ah! Screw that. I'm done. I'm done. Too hard. Too hard. We'll leave that one there. That one was Demons of Asteborg. I recommend this one as well. I thought this was a real fun game, y'all. I thought it was a lot of fun and a good time. Hey, before we shut it down tonight, I want to mention that if you're a Coco fan, this is just hot off the presses. That's a 0 Hour, Nick Morente's new game for the Coco. Listen, this game is going to change the way you think about color computer games. This thing is off the charts. The artistry involved in it is unbelievable. I suggest you grab it. I got 2 copies. I'm going to give one of them away at Boat Fest. So get yourself ready for some gaming action to get yourself qualified to get that. Here's a game I don't recommend. It's Top Banana. This game's horrible. Horrible game. Never buy this. You have to be an idiot to buy it. But I keep it right here in its place. A point of pride. So, I think we'll call it a night, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody turning out. We had a surprisingly good crowd in here tonight. I really appreciate everybody showing up. I do, again, implore you, if you haven't done it already, hop over to Amigos Stream Team, 3 words, on YouTube, and give us a subscribe. We'd appreciate it. It's going to be a lot of fun stuff coming out. Hey, Pitch, I didn't know you were in here, brother. And give us a sub, or at least give us a chance to earn your sub with some quality stream content. As soon as I stop this stream, it's going right up on YouTube. And we may even do some actual streaming on YouTube. I haven't done it for a while, but just for fun, we might do a little streaming on there as well. Yes, thank you, Dave. Tomorrow, as we record this, we will be doing 4 big shows tomorrow, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Myself, John Bodekar-Schaller, will be recording R. Sinclair. We'll be playing Jack the Nipper. We'll be playing. We'll be doing the Coco Show, which we'll be playing Time Patrol. We'll be doing 1200 XL, a special edition. We'll be playing Donkey Kong, and then lastly, we'll be doing the Atari ST Show, where we'll be playing Roadrunner. And I think we're also going to be recording Ask the Amigos as well. So get your Ask the Amigos questions in tonight. We'll be kicking those out tomorrow too. So we're going to have a big day tomorrow. Thank you, Pixels of Dawn. I appreciate that. Everybody check out, listen, I don't like to shill for just any sucker, but hey, Pixels of Dawn happens to be involved in some big deals. Amiga Addict magazine, man. On newsstands everywhere in the UK. Congratulations, Pixels. I think that's dandy. And if you're not subscribed to this via a actual physical copy or a electronic copy, what are you doing? My God, it's got all the Amiga goodness. It's got everything you loved about Amiga magazines, but it's fresh and new. Fresh as a daisy with new ads, new stories, and the writing in it's top shelf, including our good buddy Ravi Abbott's involved. A lot of good guys work on that, so check them out. So, with all that in mind, I will bid you a fond adieu. Thanks again, everybody, and please join us tomorrow for some hot Amigos action. Until then, I bid you all a fond good evening and adios.